Unthinkable, right? Manchester United's modern history, success, and influence were due to Sir Alex Ferguson. The only other name you could equate with Sir Alex is that of Matt Busby in Manchester United's history. United without Alex Ferguson is like Maroon 5 without Adam Levine. It just won't make sense. United owes all its modern-day success to Sir Alex, which is evident. Just look at Manchester United's current situation or the period after Sir Alex retired. Manchester United is a shadow of itself right now. It begs the question, was the two-decade dominance just because of Sir Alex Ferguson? And would Manchester United have ever reached the heights they reached under Sir Alex with any other manager? The beginning of Alex Ferguson at Manchester United. Did you guys know Liverpool was eyeing Alex Ferguson to succeed Joe Fagan before Sir Kenny Dalglish became the player/manager? We wouldn't even be making this video had that happened. And how differently Liverpool's history would have looked. They were already the top dogs in Europe and England. Can you imagine 4 decades of dominance by the Reds until the eventual juggernaut of Manchester City came along? Anyway, we are going way off topic. Where were we? Oh, yeah. The humble beginning of Alex Ferguson. So, Ferguson was handed the reins at Manchester United after Ron Atkinson was sacked. Alex Ferguson had good merit to land that job, mind you. He won 3 league titles and a couple of European trophies at Aberdeen, and United thought he would be the right man to awaken the sleeping giant. In this history of being right, this is the most anyone could ever have been right. For all the success that followed, Alex Ferguson struggled a lot in his initial years at Manchester United. They showed marginal improvements, but then took 2 steps back. It wasn't much different than what United were experiencing under Ron Atkinson. What saved Alex Ferguson's job was the FA Cup win in the 1988-90 season. Despite a poor league run, United beat Palace in the FA Cup final to win Alex Ferguson's first silverware at Manchester United. From Alex Ferguson to Sir Alex Ferguson. It's no secret that Alex Ferguson had a tough start to life at Manchester United. The FA Cup win gave him some breathing space, and that is all he needed, a bit more time. By the time the 1992-93 season started, Alex Ferguson had molded his squad according to his liking. After 6 years, Alex Ferguson finally landed the killer blow by winning his first league title and United's first league title since Matt Busby's days. A domestic juggernaut followed. Manchester United won 7 league titles in 10 years and added 3 more FA Cups and a Champions League triumph in Camp Nou in one of the most legendary comebacks of all time. Sir Alex didn't just beat his opponents, he would make them submit. The amount of late goals Manchester United scored and what is now famously called the Fergie time was unbelievable. Manchester United became a dodged side under Sir Alex, a team that never gave up. They were ruthless and dominant. It was an era of terror for every other Premier League side. It wasn't just about the football side as well. Sir Alex Ferguson rebuilt his side 3 to 4 times with great success. How else can you dominate a league as competitive as the Premier League for 2 decades? From the days of Mark Hughes, Gary Pallister, Steve Bruce to Teddy Sheringham, Dwight York, Andy Cole to David Beckham, Roy Keane, Scholes, Van Nistelrooy to Ferdinand, Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo, Sir Alex's eye for talent was his most significant asset. And getting the best out of less fancied and flashy players like Wes Brown, Ji-Soon Park, Irvine, and Paul Ince, Sir Alex was the perfect cocktail for Manchester United. The class of '92. It wasn't just the talent Sir Alex bought at Manchester United, but also the talent he promoted from the academy that made him the greatest manager of all time in the Premier League. The class of '92 would be Sir Alex's proudest achievement during his time at Manchester United. Ryan Giggs, Nicky Butt, David Beckham, Paul Scholes, Gary and Phil Neville were all part of the 1992 FA Cup youth winning team of Manchester United, and all got their debuts under Sir Alex Ferguson, and every single one of them carved out a highly successful career. It was a unique story, 6 academy graduates becoming successful parallelly, playing with each other on the senior side. At most, you can imagine 2 players graduating at the same time, but United had 6. Thanks to Sir Alex and his ability to turn rust into gold. All 6 players played a part in Manchester United's success from 1992 to 2003. The pinnacle was the UEFA Champions League win over Bayern Munich to capture a historic treble in the 1999-00 season. The final years. The final years were as legendary as his initial years. The old dog had a last bit of trick left in him. Look at the squad he assembled in his final run. Rooney, Ronaldo, Berbatov, Tevez, Van Persie, Carrick, Nani, De Gea, and more. Jose Mourinho dominated for 2 straight years with a world-class Chelsea squad. But Sir Alex came back and won 3 back-to-back league titles and a Champions League to reaffirm the "Daddy is still here" vibe. Sir Alex's greatest strength was his ability to rebuild a squad after it peaked, which is also why he lasted over 25 years as a manager at a single club. He was knighted in 1999. Sir Alex had an epic rivalry with Arsene Wenger. Both managers went punch for punch in their heydays and kept winning the league title in alternate years until 2004. After that, Sir Alex dominated the rivalry until his retirement. But the rivalry gave us some iconic matches and moments in Premier League history. What if Sir Alex Ferguson never managed Manchester United? Liverpool would be sitting with over 20 league titles, and many more teams would have had multiple reigns as league winners had Sir Alex not come to Manchester United. It was only because of Sir Alex that they managed to knock Liverpool off their effing perch. His words, not ours. Considering how Glazers managed the club as owners, there is a good chance Manchester United ended up bankrupt or dissolved. The trophies kept Manchester United relevant and the best club in England. Because of their dominance, Manchester United became a worldwide phenomenon. Thanks to Sir Alex Ferguson, they are still the most followed and famous club outside England. He made Manchester United a global name and an attractive investment hub. Players around the world would join Manchester United blindly because of how successful they were, and Sir Alex's history of bringing the best out of every talent at the club. In the heyday, Manchester United was the best-run club in the world, and fans who didn't realize that then will have learned it after Sir Alex's retirement. United is currently one of the worst-run clubs in the world. Let's see how Ineos brings the glory days back to the club. The academy success. We have already talked about the class of '92. Sir Alex could always dip into the academy if he needed a specific type of player on the squad at any given moment. He was never afraid of using players from the academy because he allowed them to show their skills without any restrictions. Manchester United currently has one of the best academies in England. You can see a lot of players playing in the English Football League. From the Premier League to League Two to non-league players who have graduated from the Manchester United Academy. Just look at someone like Federico Macheda. He was 17 when Sir Alex handed him his debut. And you know the exciting part? He was given a debut right in the middle of a cracking title race with arch-rivals Liverpool. Macheda scored a vital goal in a win against Aston Villa, which gave United the impetus to win the league. That is how much Sir Alex trusted the youth players and backed them. We will still see glimpses of Sir Alex's influence on the academy with Rashford and McTominay. But Sir Alex's success with the academy kids has not been replicated after his departure. Trophies. The biggest what if, eh? Of course, United would be far from the trophy halls of Liverpool had Sir Alex not happened to Manchester United. The legendary Scot won 28 major trophies with Manchester United. Without him, Liverpool would have been so far out of sight that clubs would have asked Liverpool to sit out for a couple of decades to catch them. It was evident that Sir Alex Ferguson put Manchester United on the map again and made them one of the most successful clubs in the world, along with a record-breaking fan following. So, in the end, Manchester United would still be fighting for relevancy without Sir Alex Ferguson, and would have been just another mid-table club like they were before the Scot arrived at Carrington.